Well, welcome to a very special edition of Chit Chat. In this segment, I'm going to be chatting with quite a versatile and beautiful woman of the Caribbean. Her name is Alaine, and she is known to the world as a superstar reggae artiste extraordinaire. Alaine has, I would like to say, serenaded us over and over again with her hit songs. Specifically along the lines of love and heartbreak. Yes, so many things that women can relate to. So I have her here with me at this point in time, and I'm so excited to have her on the program. And I want to just say special welcome
Thank
to Grenada.
You. Thank you. It's so good to be here. What a beautiful place.
Thank you. Thank you. And I know you're here for the concert, the Mother's Day concert.
Yes.
Grenadians are going to be thoroughly treated to a special night of love.
Yes.
Indeed. Alaine, there's lots that I want to talk to you about.
Good. There's lots of things I want to answer.
Yes,
so all is
good. So we're starting off on the right foot already.
Yes.
Tell me about, I know a lot of people, they know you have roots in Jamaica, but you were actually born in the US.
Yes. I was born in New Jersey in a place called Tom's River, where they're popular for baseball. I don't like baseball, but that's irrelevant. That's where I was born. But I moved to Jamaica as a baby. So I grew up in Jamaica, with everything Jamaican and Caribbean is in my blood.
Yes. And the strange thing is, I was doing some research on you, obviously.
Yes.
And I really want to find out, why did you decide to relocate? A lot of people are like, oh, the US is the place to be. It's the mecca of the entertainment industry. Why did you decide, listen, I want to settle in Jamaica?
Well, my parents, after moving home, I grew up in Jamaica, went to school there, did my degree there, got my honors degree there, and then moved to New York. And when I moved to New York, I got involved in investment banking and did really well in that for about 4.5 years. Worked at JP Morgan Chase. Hello to everyone there that's still working there, and for those who love to still be there, God bless you. I'm so happy I'm not there anymore. But after I got promoted to assistant vice president in 2004, I decided, I knew I wasn't happy, and every day I used to wake up going, oh gosh, I have to go to work, I don't like this, I'm not enjoying it,
And that's a sign.
That's the thing, I was going through a lot of thought processes, and my whole thing was, I have to live my life happy most of the time,
right.
or it's not living at all. What makes me happy? Music. It always has. It's always been something that it's just peaceful and awe-inspiring, and it's just the best feeling when I create, when I write, when I play. And half of the day, I was going to work from 8 to 4, and then from about 6 to 4 in the morning, I was at different studios in New York, trying to get my songs placed with different artists.
Right.
And so my days were forever, but the best parts of the day had to do with music.
Yes.
And so I thought, when they offered me the promotion, that meant I wouldn't be able to juggle anymore. I thought, I'm gonna quit. And then my body broke out in hives because, of course, you're thinking, stability.
It's a major step. Yeah.
Exactly. I had a steady paycheck. I was doing well. Retirement plan, 401k plan, everything was okay. I was setting up myself for a stable, boring, unfulfilled life. And so, I just took that leap of faith and moved home in 2004. And I've been singing ever since. So that is why it was reaching towards my purpose. And initially it felt uncomfortable, but everything started rising into place. I don't believe in falling into nothing. Stepping and rising into place. And it's been wonderful. It's been a good 9-year run, and I'm looking forward to more.
Fantastic. Listen, sometimes you just got to make this step. You never know what's going to happen, but I think you got to make this step, and you're so blessed with talent. Listen, girl, you just had to succeed.
Thank you!
You just had to succeed. There's no question.
Okay.
No question at all. No question at all. But there are quite a couple things that people don't know about you. I know you've done interviews before where, it's come to light. And let me tell you, Whoopi Goldberg, I love Whoopi Goldberg, all those movies, Jumpin' Jack Flash and all the others, and I've never seen Clara's Heart, and only to find out you're in it.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Well, she did a movie in Jamaica about her being a Jamaican housekeeper who had an interesting past, and that's established during the movie and all that. And they came to Jamaica looking for little girls to play a market girl. So I auditioned amongst 400 girls, and I got the part.
Fantastic.
It was amazing.
How old were you?
To meet her as 9.
Oh wow!
And I remember her saying, "You look just like my daughter," and I thought, really? And so when I grew up, and I remember that she said that, I googled her daughter, and I looked nothing like her daughter. But people said that to me, and that was like the biggest deal. So that was awesome. I remember going to the movies. We used to have a drive-in theater in Jamaica, and my parents took me to the movies when the movie came out, and we sat on the bonnet of my father's car and watched me on the big screen, and it was the biggest deal. And I was like, "That's me!" And I was looking around, and I was like, "That's me." People were in the cars beside me. They're like, "Okay, yeah, that's it. We want to watch it." And afterwards, we waited until I saw my name, and it said "Little Girl, Alaine Lawton." And I was like, "Oh, wow!" And then I went to sleep. I went to school the next day because
never thought. I mean, that must have been a tremendously exciting time for you as a 9-year-old. I mean, I have an 8-year-old, and I can tell if she gets selected to be in a movie,
it's going to be a big deal.
How come you've never been in that direction and gone that route as well as music?
Well, actually, it's wonderful that you asked, because it segues naturally and wonderfully into what I'm doing now. I've been acting for about 6 months now with a theatre group in Jamaica called Jambies, and they have a show that's on called Glass Slippers, and it's a Cinderella story told in a Jamaican vibe with comedy and laughter. Well, comedy, dancing, singing, of course, because I'm Cinderella, and Cinderellisha. And so it's been doing really well. We've done over 100 shows. We just went to Cayman, did a run over there, and so it's been fun to step back into this type of expression, because I've been really focused on music, and it's really made me appreciate how great just different types of making noises. Like, I like to make noise. And so whether or not I'm acting, singing, dancing, making people laugh, it's such a joy. Like, there's a part in the play where I have to walk off stage and I stand waiting to come back on. And I always look at the faces of the people in the audience. And when they laugh, it's like I feel it in the middle of my chest. And I say, wow, I'm part of this. That brings so many people joy. So I've been acting again, and I'm also going to be part of a new soap opera that's going to be coming out, and it's going to be, I believe the intention is for it to be a worldwide distribution. So, I'm acting,
we have a lot to look forward to.
Yes.
We have a lot to look forward to, in addition to lots of great music as well. Tell me about your source or sources of inspiration when it comes to writing your music, because I know you write and you also play the piano, but tell us about writing your music. What really inspires you to sit down and write?
Life. I mean, there's so much around that inspires me. I observe a lot. So I'll pass a billboard and I say, oh, that's a song, Or I'll hear someone say something to me and I say, that's a song. So my girlfriends don't confide in me anymore. Because they hear their lives on the radio and see it on music videos. And so everything is such a source of inspiration. When I create, I go somewhere else. The songs that come through me are not, it doesn't feel like I write them. It's like they're written and I'm a channel through which they come, and it's such an amazing feeling to start writing something and then for it to be complete and to realize I did that, and I'm doing it for a living, and just the joy that I get because I'm able to do this, I'm blessed to do this, and I share it with so many people and they share it with me as well. The way it impacts people's lives, oh man. So that just the whole cycle is an inspiration,
Fantastic. Sounds good. Tell me a little bit about some of the collaborations that you've done. One of my favorites is the track you did with Taurus Riley.
Wicked. Thank you.
That song is just incredible. It's so incredible. I could also sing it now again.
Let's sing.
No, I don't think so. You see, my cameraman's laughing because he knows.
He said no.
If I'm interviewing a hip hop artist, I try to rap. It never works out. So I'm just gonna. But that song is absolutely amazing. Tell me about some of the most memorable collabs you've had in your career.
So many. I've been so blessed. Of course, Taurus. Taurus is my friend. Taurus is a trip. He is just joy all the time, you know. He's just so much fun to be around. He's always on a high, and it's because of how much he loves what he does as well.
Right.
So we just work because, you know, I'm always like, yo, listen to this, and we call each other and tell each other jokes. But about this musical collaboration now, I was in the studio and I wrote the song, and I thought, this has to be a collab. And the producer called him and said, yo, Alaine wrote this song and she wants you and her to sing it together. He's like, okay, no problem, wicked, mad. I'm in the gym. As soon as I finish working out, I'm coming over. And he came over to the studio, and, you know, I taught him the song, and he goes, yo, this buddy, and we recorded it, and we're dying with laughter. We were in the studio, we're laughing. If you hear the end of the track, we're like keeling over with laughter, because he's, you know, and when you create with that type of joy, it must transcend, it must translate to the people who are hearing it, you know, because it's infectious. And so, yeah, that was a really big blessing. Shaggy, of course, you know, I did a song with him called For Your Eyes Only. Shaggy's just Shaggy, multi-million selling superstar Shaggy, and he's bombastic, and he is incredible. He's just a lovely person, fun, full of life, always giving. So that was just a joy. I worked with Beanie Man, Berry's Hammond. Most recently, I have a collaboration that was just released a couple of days ago with iOctane. So really excited about that. That's called Light Us Up, and just done a whole lot of collaborations, and I'm so blessed when I think of the roster of artists that I've been blessed to work with. These are people that I love and admire, grew up listening to, started singing at the same time. So it's been a good journey.
Okay, which takes me to my next question. You've given me a perfect cue there, because as an artist, I mean, you got to work with all these incredible talents. Did you ever had a moment where you were starstruck?
Starstruck with Jamaican artists. You know what? Yes. Marcia Griffiths called me. And Marcia Griffiths is someone I grew up listening to. Marcia Griffiths has been in the music industry and has been relevant for over 40 years. Who does that?
It's amazing,
you know? And then she's just so regal and just so wonderful and loving, and just a ball of love, you know? And she called me one day and she says, Alaine, and I go, Marcia. She goes, listen, I want you to write a song for me. I love the way you sing. I love the way you write. I said, what do you mean you want me to write a song for you? You're Marcia Griffiths. And she said, stop your foolishness. I want you to write a song for me. And I went to her house, and actually she recorded a song for me that I wrote called Automatic, and she and Busy Signal did a collaboration, and it was really big in the UK, well, across Europe. And, you know, I sang the song for her that I had written maybe 4 years before, and she said, I love it. And I go, okay, you can have it. And I remember being in the studio, you know, producing the song, and just being like, are you serious? You know?
Surreal, right?
Yeah, so that was a really big blessing.
Fantastic. That's excellent. Young women obviously look up to you. They admire you, they love your music, you tell a story, we can relate to it. Have you ever had a moment where someone approached you and said, you know, you've made such a big difference in my life based on the song that you've written or the songs that you write?
Yeah, I mean, I've had so many like tear-jerking moments, so many, this is why I'm doing this moments. And one that has always stuck out in my mind and has been ingrained in my spirit is, I was in Amsterdam performing at a concert called 27 Splash, a festival. And there was this girl in the front row. You know, there are thousands of people there, but there's this girl in the front row, like hanging over the barrier, crying, a beautiful girl, bawling her eyes out. And I thought, oh my God, because, you know, when I'm on stage, if you can read my mind, you'd be dying with laughter, because I have so many thoughts going through my head. I'm like, okay, don't fall down, breathe. What's the words again? Jesus, I have on the right clothes. How do I look right now? Oh gosh, that's the wrong note that the guy is playing behind me. Smile, Alaine, laugh, wave, Alaine, breathe. So in my, you know, my mind is like a million miles an hour. And I remember pausing because I saw her and connecting with her, you know, and really singing. And it was Rising Love. I was closing the set with Rising Love, and she found her way to the back, you know, to backstage, and she came to me and she threw her arms around me and she said, you know, your song stopped me from killing myself. And, you know, the story of Rising Love is having experienced love in the past that was painful. You know, you find the right one who lifts you as opposed to falling in love. Because every time I've tripped or every time I've fallen down, it's hurt. So I thought, you know, when I was writing the song, that rising is so much more of a good feeling, you know. And she said, you know, it made me believe that I could love again. And she bawled, and then of course I started to bawl, and I'm looking around and I'm like, oh my gosh, wow, thank you, because I wrote this song on my couch, you know, I'm sitting in my living room just writing, and here it is, I'm saving somebody's life in Amsterdam. And I mean, so a lot of us musicians have to recognize the power that we have with the things, with the songs we create, because it really is, we really have influence on people's lives. And that's just one of them, you know, one of the experiences.
You're such an exciting free spirit. I'm really eager to find out how does Alaine chill out?
Oh gosh,
chillax.
Chillax at the movies, at the beach. I chillax with the people I love, with my friends, you know, with my dogs. I have 3 dogs, Molly Doodles, Achu and Squiddly Dee, and they are adorable.
Your babies.
Yes, they are. And
babies.
Molly talks. Molly says hello, and I love you. She does. Nobody believes me, but she does.
It's that connection you have with her, and you
understand me. You see, that's why
I have kids, don't worry. So I know it's different. You have dogs, I have kids, but don't worry. I know where you're coming from.
And you're not a dog.
I know where you're coming from. But you see kids in the future.
Yes,
obviously,
absolutely.
Starting a family,
marriage,
and all
children,
of
all of that is in the future. So I'm excited about that.
Yes. Advice. I always love to ask, get advice from artists when I chat with them. We have a lot of young women on the island who are just amazing talent, raw talent, tons of potential. We're just waiting for the break, just waiting for the right time, you know. What sort of advice would you give to them, Ali?
First of all, believe. There are endless possibilities, and you don't have to know a soul, no one. And so don't worry about who you don't know. Don't worry about the break that you need. Worry about being the best you can be. Prepare for your imminent success with every breath you take. Believe in the infinite potentiality that surrounds all of us, and connect with it, you know, because we're all one. I really believe it. And I wrote a song called You Are Me, which speaks to this, where if I look at you and I see myself, we will begin to heal all of the ills that we've created, because separation is a very big part of our problems. True. If we believe that we're not separate from anything, that is the big break, the opportunities, then everything will line up into place, and there will be a domino effect, and that will be your success. So you have to start from that place of really believing and not being deterred by the word no, because it has no power over you if you know where you're going, you know what I mean? So live in yes, live in the now, forget what hurt you before, because it has no power over you, except if you keep bringing it along with you, you know, let go, trust. And if you want to sing, if you want to draw, if you want to be a banker, if you want to write, do it with your whole spirit, with your whole heart, and everything will rise into place.
Oh, well said. It falls into place.
Yes.
Falls into place very nicely. I want to have some fun with you right now. We've been having fun during the entire interview, but more about your career and stuff. But tell us about, a surprising fact that a lot of people don't know about Ali.
I love to clean. And I don't know if that's exciting, surprising, or fascinating, but I love to clean. Like, there is just, like, I'm in the hotel room now, and I'm spreading out the bed, and I'm saying to my spirit goes, Alaine, you're in the hotel room, right? Just relax, watch the TV. I said, no, but I have to fix the sheets. And so, order is really important to me. What else? I love cooking. I just recently became a vegan. For about a month, I was a raw food vegan, which was interesting. But not just regular vegan. Cooked food is fine for me. But that has really changed my life. It's been really a wonderful journey from chicken to vegetables. And it's good, big up everybody who eats chicken and fish and pork and beef. Big up yourself and live your life and live your truth. But it's not for me anymore.
Not for you anymore.
Yeah, I don't know if that's fascinating either.
No, that's good. It's great. It's great. I mean, it's the choices that you make. Who's to say that it's fascinating or not? It's just something that we want to know, And the funny thing is, I had a fun thing to ask you, but now that you've just confessed that you're a vegan,
Yes.
I was just going to ask you, what do you prefer, jerk chicken or jerk pork?
Well,
okay, well, back then,
yes,
you used to
in the
consume.
past, I never ate pork, and that's the thing. I grew up in a household where mommy and daddy didn't eat pork, so I just didn't. Even though I ate bacon, which is not really pork, and everybody knows that, right? So I tasted jerk pork once. And I didn't like what I tasted, but I heard that the one I had was a bad example of it, because the people that I know that eat pork live and die for pork, so it must be something divine. I never had that experience. I'm a jerk chicken, was a jerk chicken girl.
Was a jerk chicken girl. Was a jerk chicken.
Yeah.
If you were not doing what you're doing now, you know, living your dream to the fullest, what would you be doing?
You know what? I don't know. I was thinking I'd skydive or mountain climb, but I don't know if you make money. Can you earn from being a skydiver? Or
I'm not sure, unless you're really good at it and you get an endorsement deal or something,
right.
you know?
So then, since I wouldn't be getting any deals, I teach. I love teaching. Yeah, I love teaching. I love the joy I get sharing knowledge. You know, so that would be something I definitely do.
Yeah. Now this is going to be a really fun one. I know you're going to laugh, because I can tell you're going to laugh. If you had to marry any of the Marleys, who would it be?
Oh wow, that's hard. Oh my Jesus. Okay.
I got you with that one.
If I marry, well, me and Damien went to school together. We went to prep school together. But that doesn't answer the question.
No.
Who do I like? No, I don't know. I mean, I've met a couple of them. When I was a little girl, I had a big crush on Stephen Marley. I remember when he used to play the Congo in the video, and I was like, wow, he's cute. So I don't know. But that was when I was a little girl, you know, like, no, I don't have a
change.
Who would I don't know.
Okay, well, who would you do a song with?
All of them.
All of them.
I mean, I love Stephen Marley. To me, is brilliant. Stephen is like incredible producer, writer, singer, brilliant. I'd love to work with him. Love to work with Damien as well. He's also just a ton load of talent.
He is.
And oh my, forget it. When Damien performs, the world stops, and you have to watch.
So
you know,
true.
it's that type of energy. So. You know, Diggy, all of them, they're the Marleys.
Yeah.
Who is like
you can't go wrong.
That's
you can't go wrong.
And I don't think I'd marry any of them.
Yeah.
I choose not to get married to them, but I'd love to work with them.
There you go. There you go. Before we wrap up, I just wanted to find out, family. What does family mean to Alaine?
Family means unconditional support. Family means mommy learning how to make a raw vegan meal for me in order to get me to come home for Sunday dinner. Family is daddy knowing exactly what to say to me to help me to stay calm.
Yeah.
Family is grandma promising me. I remember, I'll tell you a funny story. So I grew up with my two grandmothers, my mother and my father.
So you're an only child?
Yes, I am, except for my brother. So he loves when I say that. Because everybody always goes, you're only child, yeah, and I have a brother too.
Yeah.
So, but he's much older than I am, and he lived abroad. But we're still kind of related sometimes. So. Anyway, hi Dad. So anyway, my grandmother had a stroke, and so she had memory issues, you know. But I was really close with her, and I, you know, always used to talk to her, even though sometimes she wouldn't know who I was. And my other grandmother was someone that I used to always play pranks on her. So one day we're in the house, and she was in the kitchen, and I switched the light off. Kids, don't play pranks on your grandmother, because she knows your parents, and she'll get you in trouble.
Oh Lord.
I forgot about that most of the time. And got in trouble. But anyway, I turned off the light and she goes, oh, Jesus. That was our curse word, which is not a curse word, so it worked out. She said, picnic, when your father come home, I'm going to make sure you get beaten. He's going to beat you. And I said, no, my father, when daddy beat you, you're beat. And you don't do it ever again, whatever you got beaten for him. And so I turned off the light. I said, please, Grandma, no, I'm kidding. I didn't mean it. She said, oh, she started to cry and, forget it. So I ran to my other grandmother. This is the one now with the memory issues. And I go, Grandma, stubby. Mom's going to make daddy beat me. And so she goes, why my child? So I said, well, because I turned off the light in the kitchen. And she goes, oh, it's all right, darling. When them come home, just make them come and talk to me. So I said, thank you, Grandma. So then I hug her up and we fall asleep. So then I hear the gate now. And I said, Mommy and Daddy come home. And then Mom start to bawl. Woo! So I go, oh, God, I'm going to die. May I go dead. So then now, I go, Grandma. Mommy and Daddy are here. So she look at me, she go, who are you?
Oh. You're on your own. You're on your own.
It's Grandma forgetting who I am and me loving her anyway. And Daddy not beating me that night. And the other grandma still loving me anyway. And so it's just an unconditional collection of laughter, crying, support, disagreements, fixing it and working it together to make what is perfection.
Yes.
That's family.
That was sweet. That was sweet. What's in store for Alaine?
So many wonderful things. I live in expectancy of just wonderful surprises and blessings. And so, I mean, I know I'm going to Africa later this year, that's for sure. Wonderful. So I'll be doing a tour of Africa. Excited about that, overjoyed. I'm shooting a couple of videos next week actually with iOctane and a Kenyan artist called Wiry, who I've collaborated with on a song called Nakupenda Pia, which means I love you too in Swahili. And more acting, more singing, more writing. I have new songs. Glow, Ajay is so good to me, which is another song that I love. So many wonderful things, you know. There's a lot in the pipelines and a lot of unexpected, wonderful surprises. So
so we will be in
it's a good year. Yes, thank you.
Oh,
and hopefully I'll be back in Grenada.
Well, we'd love to have you back. With your bubbly personality, we would love to have you back. Where can folks connect with you online?
Twitter. I'm always on Twitter. I talk about everything.
Following you now, girl.
Oh, and I'm going to follow you. You tweeted this morning, right?
I did.
Oh, I need to retweet and tell everybody that. You're lovely. And I met your daughter and she didn't want to interview me. She's so beautiful. But, hi, Pumpkin. That's her name.
Jade.
Little Pumpkin. It's my daughter, Little Pumpkin. Because I like pumpkins. Pumpkin soup tastes good though.
Oh yeah.
That of course is again irrelevant. At Alaine Singer, that's where you can find me, and it's ALAINESINGA, and I'm on Facebook as well. Alaine.Lawton. That's my last name. LAUGHTON. So keep up with me. I'm always on there talking about the lizards that live in my kitchen. I don't know why I don't like them.
Yeah, they're in my kitchen too.
Why?
I don't know what it is, and I usually have a conversation with them.
Yes,
they see what you're doing there.
Me too. Could you just leave? I said, look outside. The sun is out there. There's flies. Things to eat. You don't eat what I eat. Just please. And they just don't leave.
You know what it is? They come to hear you sing while you cook.
That's a problem. I'm going to stop.
You should. See if they'll leave. Yeah. Lucky they can't talk. They may ask for an autograph.
Lord of mercy.
Okay, you see, I'm getting carried away now with you. I'm getting carried away with you, but it's truly an honor interviewing you here. Thank you so much for giving me the time, and all the best with the concert, and all the best with your future. The future is extremely bright for you. I can tell, girlfriend. I will be following you every step of the way.
Thank you. Bless you as well, and wish you every type of expansion and every dream that you haven't dreamed, as well as the ones that you already have.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bless you.
Pleasure. Folks, that was my interview with the lovely Alaine. Follow her on Twitter and also stay tuned to Chit Chat. Of course, we will update you as to Alaine's career as things progress beautifully, constantly. We'll be right back.